Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of CJ's Coins and Crafts. This episode we are going to be talking about the Indian head cents, specifically the top 5 lowest mintage Indian head cents. So if you guys are looking through change and you happen to find an Indian head penny, or your local coin shop, or you're looking online, these are the top 5 lowest mintage Indian head cents that you want to be looking for. Starting with number 1, which is the 1909S. So the S mint mark is below the bow on the reverse of the coin, and the 1909S has very low mintage of just 309,000. Second place is the 1877, and the 1877 mintage is 852,000. Third place is the 1908S with a mintage of 1,115,000. And then comes the 1871 with a mintage significantly higher at 3,929,500. And then the fifth lowest mintage Indian head penny is the 1872 with 5,275,000. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what makes these coins have the lowest mintage. Basically, the 1871 and 1872, there was a lot of hoarding that was left over from the Civil War, and the Act of 1871 allowed the smaller coinage to be redeemed in lots of $20 or more. So there was a bunch that was basically sold back to the government, so much that even after they melted a bunch of it, there was still 55 million cents that were actually reissued of older coinage, thus reducing the need for new coinage to be produced. So that's why the low mintages in 1871, 1872, and also 1870, which would have hit number 6 on this list. So the 1877 has a low mintage, specifically because a drop in silver prices really brought coinage out of hoards again from the stashing and hoarding of coinage from the war years. So this brought more coins out into the business, the commerce area, and thus again reduced the need to produce more coins. So the 1908 and the 1909S, these were particularly interesting. One, because they were the first cents that were minted in the San Francisco Mint, and basically prior to this, the law for production of cents was limited to the Philadelphia Mint. So they passed or they had an act of April 24th, 1906 that allowed mintage of the cents at the San Francisco Mint. Thus, in 1908 and 1909, a small production run of the Indian head cents was then run. 1909 obviously being the last year of the Indian cents and also the first year of the Lincoln cent series. So one thing that I wanted to bring up is also in the Indian head series, we have a special coin. So I'm using this as a bonus coin. And this happens to be an 1875 reverse dot. What this one, the story behind this particular variety that can be found is there was a mint employee that was acting suspect, and they thought that this mint employee was smuggling coins out of the mint. So what they did is, the story goes that they watched the press, and they confined him to a single press and marked the die that was being used with a raised, with basically with a punch, thus creating what is known as the dot reverse. You can find this particular variety also listed in the red book, and I have a picture on the screen of what the dot reverse is generally supposed to look like. There isn't a lot of specifications as far as exactly what they did to the die, other than they marked it specifically for this suspect mint employee. So they approached the mint employee, and he said, and he turned out 33 cents that he had in his pocket, claiming that it was given to him, and all 33 of those cents were marked, that had this mark on the N, the reverse dot, that was specifically from this marked die. So I thought that was an interesting story, and using that as the bonus coin to talk about the Indian head cents. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. This is just a short video that I wanted to put together on the Indian head cents. There's a lot of good history in these cents that can still be found all these years later. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and hit that bell so you guys are notified when I upload new videos or when I go live. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time.